Thank you so much for asking me to share my testimony. I am super nervous, and I wrote this down, so I'm just going to read it. Okay. I have spent my life of the world. As a young girl, I learned about God from Catholic school. My perception from a young age was that God was condemning, and the bad things that happened were punishments from Him. Because of that, I never wanted anything to do with God. Throughout my life, I mocked Christianity. All my faith was in things of this world and myself. I didn't think there was anything that I couldn't handle or do on my own. But in 2019, my 2 children were kidnapped, and my soul shattered. I felt like the life had been ripped from my body. In every failed attempt to find them and bring them home, whether it was by law enforcement, the judicial system, or myself, I just felt deeper into despair. I became heavily addicted to drugs and alcohol to numb myself and escape the reality I didn't want to face. I had lost all hope, and my life was spiraling out of control. I had become a shell of the woman I once was, and I blamed God for what had happened and who I had become. I was so angry with Him. This went on for a few years. But eventually the brokenness brought me to my knees. I wanted the suffering to end, so I cried out to God and asked Him to save me or let me die. And I didn't expect anything from this moment. But shortly after, I had arrived at a sober living. There I had to attend church for the first time in decades. And I sat there for weeks and months, and then one Sunday, the pastor stated that God had pulled you out of where you were for a reason. And it was like I was the only one in that church. I believed him. I felt like something within me turned on, and I began seeking God for the first time in my life. I learned about God's goodness, His love, His gentleness, His mercy, and His forgiveness. God became my refuge. And as my faith grew, I realized that God had met me in my lowest point in my life. And He healed me. He set me free. And He took those burdens I couldn't carry on my own. He truly saved me. And I gave my life to Christ last December. And my life has been transformed. As it says in 2 Corinthians 5:17, "Therefore, if anyone is in Christ, he is a new creation. The old has passed away. Behold, the new has come." Thank you very much.